First on CBS Mornings, we are learning about an exciting announcement that could change the future of women's softball. For the first time ever, Major League Baseball is going to partner with and invest in a women's professional softball league. The new league is called the Athletes Unlimited Softball League, or AUSL. Its first season begins next weekend, right around the corner. The league's commissioner is someone you may recognize from baseball, Kim Ang. In 2020, she made history as the first woman to serve as general manager of a major U.S. men's professional sports team when she was with the Miami Marlins.
We did that story.
I remember it well.
Yeah.
Commissioner Ang joins us now, along with MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred. Great to have you both here. I want to talk to you, Commissioner, but first, Commissioner, let's talk about the investment and the announcement today. Why are you making this move?
Well, I think it's a moment in time for us. We've been very engaged in the softball space as part of our youth participation programs. And the growing popularity of women's sports motivated us to look around. We looked at startups, we looked at making an investment, and we thought AUSL was a great fit for us.
And why, the first reaction my wife had when I told her we were doing this today is, I don't know about softball. Why not women in baseball?
Well, you know, we do have programs that...
Or a women's baseball league is what I mean.
Yeah, we do have programs where, for girls' baseball, participation-based programs, we thought about it hard, and I think that the deciding factor was there's such a great softball infrastructure that exists, a pipeline of athletes.
That is true.
And we thought that we could get to the point of having a sustainable league much quicker with softball.
It is a different sport. It's very exciting as well.
Infrastructure, really important word when you're starting something like this. But Kim, I'm so fascinated by you because you're a former player. You know this game. You love this game. Right now there are 4 teams. What does this mean today? What does this mean for the future of the league? And how excited are you about it?
I think this is an incredible step for both sports. Having worked at Major League Baseball for 10 years and having led that softball division, we were always trying to connect with the women's side, you know, with women's college softball. And so to now be able to come and have Major League Baseball support women's pro softball and that landscape just is so meaningful to me and to so many other young women and girls playing the sport. You know, when you look at the Women's College World Series, it routinely outdraws the men.
Say that again? I didn't hear you.
It outdraws the men at times, their College World Series, and so I think that's an important fact. And the game is fun to watch.
It's exciting.
It's a
very
great
fast
game. I was talking with Harold Reynolds. He thinks and his daughter is a very good high school player. He said, Kim, this game is so exciting. So to have former baseball players acknowledge, you know, see it with your own eyes.
And he's
Take a
right.
watch.
Rob, you know, I once heard when it comes to commissioners, it takes one to know one. So what makes Kim the right person, the right commissioner for this new league?
Well, you know, that was an easy decision for me. I've known Kim since we both started in the game longer ago than either of us probably
We're not
wants
going to admit it today.
That's right. But we worked together for 10 years in the commissioner's office. You know, Kim showed great leadership skills while she was with us, great managerial skills.
Oh, look at the throwbacks.
And
Yeah, look at you, Kim.
Oh, my goodness.
She said, oh, my goodness.
Oh, my baby.
Baby Kim.
And I had no doubt that, you know, she had the skill set to be successful in a job like this.
But this isn't the first time that this has been tried to do a women's softball team. Why do you think it's different and that it will succeed this time, Kim?
Yeah, you know, I think in previous iterations, I think the platforms are different. Social media has, you know, this incredible life, and
so true.
many people have a voice now, right? And so it spreads much quicker than it used to. And then I think, you know, in past iterations it was underfunded and under-resourced, and I think,
And this is going to be in a couple weeks. Next weekend it starts.
June 7th is opening day.
All right, so let's put softball aside for 1 second. Let's gather around, talk about
Okay, let's
Pete
talk,
Rose.
Tony.
About Pete Rose.
Be a baseball person again for a moment.
Time to get real.
I'm always a baseball person.
You're always a baseball person. All right. You took him off the permanently ineligible list for the Hall of Fame.
Right.
A lot of conversation around that. I'm sure you've heard it from people. What's your general response? How do you back up the decision?
Look, I would say 3 things. Number one, our permanently ineligible list is effectively a ban on working in the game. Just as a matter of logic, there's no reason to have a person who has passed away still on that list. Number two, Pete Rose is a part of the history of our game. Every other player, including Shoeless Joe Jackson, has been considered by the Hall of Fame, and they've made a decision. I saw no reason to leave Pete Rose out there as one of one, no consideration. And then last, I think what people don't realize is Pete Rose wasn't disciplined by Commissioner Giamatti. He entered into a settlement agreement with the league. At the time they entered into that settlement, he went on the permanently ineligible list knowing that the rules allowed the Hall of Fame to consider him. Commissioner Giamatti went out, had a press conference the day of the settlement, and he was asked about the Hall of Fame, and he said this settlement should have nothing to do with the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame should consider Pete Rose under its existing rules. So I see the decision as baseball living up to the deal that they originally made with Pete Rose.
Knowing all the controversy, was it difficult? Was it a difficult decision for you?
Yeah, it's a difficult decision because people are passionate about issues like this.
Yeah, because some people say he broke the rules.
Yeah, and he should stay forever. Again, I think when you kind of come up the side of the business that I came up, living up to your agreements is a really important thing, and this was overdue, in my view.
All right, Kim Ng, Rob Manfred, thank you so much for joining
Hey,
us.
big news today.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you.